So, on Twitter not so long ago, a week and a half ago now, I said that I was going to do a couple different series. One of the series is How to Survive. Okay, let me go back to the start. Okay, they're both horror series videos. The set that I'm going to do first is like Halloween film playlists for different genres. So I'm starting off with a Halloween playlist for zombie films. Then I'll do possession and ghost type films. That'll probably be under paranormal. Found footage, perhaps vampires if I feel like doing it. I won't do werewolves because I'm not actually seeing it. And then I'll do like grotesque and extreme, and then slasher. Probably not in that order because I'll probably forget by the time I record them which order that I'm doing it in. But that's what I'll be doing for this one. Then I'll be doing a second set afterwards, and that set will be How to Survive said genre film. So, How to Survive a zombie film, How to Survive a slasher film. Just because I thought it might be more fun than just doing reviews 24/7. So, let's start with the one I said I was going to start with, Halloween film playlist, zombies. Okay, so what zombie films could you watch in the lead up to Halloween? There is quite a lot of different ones. I mean, you could go for any of George A. Romero's classics. This isn't going to be like reviews or anything, it's just going to be like suggesting films. I won't be giving them rating and I won't be discussing them in great detail because I've already done it and they're already on here, or they're waiting to go up, it depends. So any of the George A. Romero classic ones, so say Night of the Living Dead, none of the remake or sequel or prequel crap though, don't watch any of that, just the original one and preferably in black and white. Dawn of the Dead, I suppose you could either watch the original or the remake, because the remake isn't that bad actually, despite what I say about remakes being bad. The Dawn of the Dead one is probably one of the better ones, and you also have Day of the Dead, which is probably one of the most underrated zombie films of all time. If you've not seen it, but you've seen, say, Night and Dawn, you need to watch it because it's absolute genius, and I think it might be George A. Romero's best film. What other zombie films are there? Well, you've obviously got, like, say, Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland, comedy films, and there's also a little-known comedy horror zombie film called Deadheads. Now, if you've not seen it, it's cheesy and it's full of puns, but it's absolute genius. I watched it over a year and a half ago. It's about these three zombies. One of them is brain dead, but the other two still have some intelligence and are talking to each other. And one of them's trying to go to find this girl that he always liked, and they go on this stupid adventure, and these people chasing them down. I mean, no, I'm not going to say the line because if you've not watched it and you're into zombie comedy films, watch it because it's downright hilarious. Okay, so I've mentioned them. Not zombie films, because zombies are undead, but it's still technically a zombie film. 28 Days and Weeks Later. Of course I'm going to mention them. 28 Days Later was Danny Boyle's directorial, and he produced, I think, 28 Weeks Later. Both brilliant films, both terrifying on different levels, and both brilliantly made. If you've not seen them, you need to get them watched as well. Land of the Dead. Yes. Now, Land of the Dead is not a controversial one, but it's either you love it or you hate it. I personally think it's genius, but there's a lot of people that don't like it because it shows that zombies have intelligence when they shouldn't have. That one is also a George A. Romero film. What other ones? I suppose the last one I could mention in this video that I can think of at the top of my head right now would have to be the remake of The Crazies. Now, I know George A. Romero directed the original one, and I know I haven't seen it, but the remake for it is quite gory and quite violent. It's quite shocking at times as well. There's a bit where one of them goes stabbing them with pitchforks, but I've already talked about that, I think. Basically, they're your general zombie ones that you should be watching before Halloween, say, if you were like having just like a horror movie. I can't think what it's called. Just basically watching them back to back. They're the ones that you should be watching for the zombie films, any of them.